I always keep going back to this. I was United States Marine. You had the Navy, you had the Army, you had the Air Force. As Marines, it was a different standard. It was a different standard set as Marines. You know what I'm saying? And we took pride in that. It was a different standard. It's the standard that's set at Miami.
Okay, so that's not a dilemma then. That's just the culture. It's the standard of the culture.
It is a dilemma. It's a dilemma because I say it. Either you're allowing it or you're teaching it. If you can go pull up that, if we could see that film, right, and I BS replay highlight on YouTube, we could watch and see that people aren't hustling, right? What do you think they see when they got two different angles? They see it.
Yeah, they see it.
And then they go back with the same depth chart. So now you're allowing it. So that can't. So there's no space.
Basically, that dilemma is.
Yeah, there's no place for that in college football. Like
I thought you were saying the players' dilemma is saying, nah, I'm just not.
Well, it becomes a dilemma for the players when it's being when somebody's allowing you to keep going back out there, and now you got to tackle number 99 coming down the lane, and you're like, man, I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Yeah.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still boring in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the model of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get.
Man, I want to know why it takes 6 games in for the staff to realize you got to take some of these older guys' snaps away. Like, he comes out and said the other day, and immediately the whole fan base say, well, damn, we take this, it took that long, and I was like...
What did he come out and say?
He basically said some of the older guys' snaps are going to be taken away.
He said that? I didn't know.
He said that during the Zoom conference.
Who are you talking about? Like, how could he be...
I mean,
they all old, the whole team old.
He's obviously talking
the
about...
only team in college football.
He's talking about guys who missing plays, like in the secondary, you got 26, 21... 8, 23, at linebackers, 11. I'm not sure he's talking much about the defensive line because outside of, I think they're not really playing bad, they just not playing good as we used to.
Yeah.
And then you move to the linebacker in the secondary, that's when the bad come in. So, like you said the other day, they put James in, they put Cam in, and you see an immediate difference.
James shows up in the backfield like Raiden or something. Raiden.
So
he teleports to the backfield. But I think James is kind of like playing linebacker fool. Let's just go in and say it.
Well, what
he
James
ain't guarding
doing,
nobody.
Well, what James is doing, he's doing what he did at Heritage. When Heritage, they allowed James to just roam. Go ahead and make.
But he was their safety though. So
he was their safety.
So when he would roam, there was no safety. He's lined up. It's like they're in the 4-4. It's like they got 3. It's like they got 4 linebackers there. No. Sometimes.
Well, I guess I don't want to even call it.
He ain't guarding nobody. He's not guarding. So it's almost as if they recruited him as a safety. They said, hey, you're a safety. All right, but you want to get on the field now? This is where we're going to put you at. They didn't say we're going to put you at level. This is what you're going to do. And he lined up as like the 4th linebacker. That's how he gets in the backfield so fast.
Well,
there's 2 safeties out there and he's on the field, right?
Well, no, 9 times out of 10 when he's on the field is him and is either him and Hall or him and Bubba.
You sure? And then there's a striker. Somebody's off the field.
And then there's a striker. So it's always a striker. Now he might come in for the striker.
He is not.
He might come in for the striker and then.
I wish we could go look at this film. He's not lining up. He's not. He's never guarding anybody. So he can't be playing safety.
But I just think but see, the defense that we played, one of our safeties are coming up to cover the slot. So maybe that's what he's doing and just saying, okay, I'm coming into the line of scrimmage.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you ever see him in coverage?
I mean, sometimes, but not a lot. Sometimes,
but how? Okay, so if he's playing safety, how do you never see him in coverage? You always see Cam Kitchens in coverage. You always see Kirvin Hall, but we always see Kirvin Hall in coverage. He's always in coverage. Right. So it looks like, listen, you the guru. I'm just the guy that watched a lot of youth football. You know what I'm saying? It looks like they've kind of switched to a 4-4 type thing.
I wouldn't call it a 4-4 because then it's still a 4-2 because he's on the field with Carter. He's on the field with Carter at all times, or they'll throw Gilbert out there. So one of them probably going to be more so the linebacker, and then he's to be the striker.
Could we be playing one safety?
Yeah.
There you go, then. Cause he ain't playing like safety. But to me, it doesn't appear that I haven't seen him in coverage one time on the slot.
Nah, he's not covering the slot. Like they would make Cam go cover the slot.
So how's he getting that lucky?
Like I said, he's roaming. Like they allow him. James he's more of a freelancer. They saying, man, maybe you're better at just freelancing than going to make a play instead of just sitting back there and wait for the play to come to you.
But you still have to have principles. You have to have.
Yeah, you have to have principles. You got to have principles. But most of the time, if they do that, then they'll be like, it might be like a play where they just allowing it to go happen because it'd be like maybe a first and 10. You know what I'm saying? You could do that.
Right.
You ain't gonna do that on like no second or third and 3.
Man, them mistakes that he made, I don't care. I don't.
Freshman mistakes.
We're gonna get back in. Yeah, we said
freshman mistakes,
but I don't really care because I'm just happy he in position to make a play.
The effort.
Because there's a lot of no effort. Like you said, it took a long time for them to. I think the older guys, man, there's a dilemma, man. When you look at the older guys in the secondary, when you look at Bubba and you look at Couch, you know what I'm saying? Couch, the number 5th rated ACC DB coming into the season. Bubba, I remember vividly, blood coming out his head versus Clemson. He was the only one hitting somebody. Now he out there, we got 8 wristbands on, and he's clean. He's not really like. It's a tough situation, dog. Look at Cam Harris. We've been saying it all year long. Man, Cam look like he running right. And then his knee buckles and we all gas for air. And in that moment is you, your family, y'all at the hospital. Nines what's next. It's tough, dog.
It's tough, but for Cam, like I explained to you earlier, I say Cam got video. He got enough footage. And we know how Cam works in the offseason. Cam is going to probably outwork anybody.
Is he really strong or does he just look strong?
No, he's strong.
So he will go up there and do 225, 15,
Cam's strong. He's strong and he's fast. So he'll go to the combine and pro day and have a great time.
No, I think Cam is going to end up on somebody's NFL roster.
Yeah, he can get picked up late, maybe 5th, 6th. But now, the other guys you named, if you don't have film of making the plays at all on the field, I don't care how good you think you are, you got to show something.
But they do.
Do what?
They do have film.
Where?
Well, how did Takari Couch become the 5th best ACC cornerback before preseason?
Maybe because a lot of corners left early.
and out of the 10 corners on every team, they picked him.
I mean, he had a decent sophomore year.
He has film.
He has film, but not enough to say, oh well, I'm gonna just lag off and just.
I think once again, and this is why I point to the leadership. I think it's a dilemma. I think it's a dilemma that at the end of the day, my family got to eat. This is my dream. I got to go to the next. I'm to the next level with my dream. All team aside, all Canes aside, and it's a dilemma because I told the people I'm gonna come back. I'm the starter, but if my knee buckles, my mama don't eat.
Well, okay, so how is that a dilemma when the only reason you came back is because your draft status wasn't high? So you come back to get.
That's not true. Sometimes
that's true.
Sometimes there's a log jam at your position, and it's just a better year next year.
When we was watching the draft, 7 rounds, everybody, even other teams, was like, Bubba could have just left.
Sometimes it's just a log jam at your position. I think. But this is the dilemma. The dilemma is, once again,
you saying
it goes back to the accountability and the infrastructure of Miami and the bar that's being set. You're a Miami Hurricane right now. When you put on this uniform, bro, we need 100% out you. And if we can't get 100% out you, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to have to sit down.
Man,
Well,
let me go back and see. Okay, see now the Canes keep posting about this 2001 team. I ain't gonna get all into that, but I'm gonna give you one player and one scenario that it worked for when he came back. He wasn't thinking about no dilemma.
who?
Ed Reed was a first rounder or a second rounder his junior year. Comes back and becomes a first rounder, another All-American. So it's like he not worrying about, oh man, my knee might. No, he became the greatest safety in NFL history.
Willis McGahee, he
Blows his knee.
When he got hit on that sideline, what you think he was thinking about?
Yeah, he was like, damn, but he had to play that
He got
year.
insurance?
He got insurance. He got his insurance, and he had to play that year. But like, you not thinking about,
Okay.
playing sports, you never think about getting hurt. You know,
Okay.
that's just something just happens.
Right. So that leads me into this. How does Alabama get Waddle? That was Waddle on the field with that broke leg, right?
Yeah.
In a national championship game to play with a broke leg. This is how they get. How does Clemson get all their defensive linemen to come back that could have went to the NFL and play? Brew, listen. I always keep going back to this. I was a United States Marine. You had the Navy, you had the Army, you had the Air Force. As Marines, it was a different standard. It was a different standard set as Marines. You know what I'm saying? And we took pride in that. It was a different standard. It's the standard and that's set at Miami.
Okay, so that's not a dilemma then. That's just the culture. It's the standard of the culture.
It is a dilemma. It's a dilemma because I said either you're allowing it or you're teaching it. If you can go pull up that, if we could see that film, right, and I BS replay highlight on YouTube, we could watch and see that people aren't hustling, right? What do you think they see when they got two different angles? They see it.
Yeah, they see it.
And then they go back with the same depth chart. So now you're allowing it. So that can't. So there's no space.
Basically, that dilemma is.
Yeah, there's no place for that in college football. Like
I thought you were saying the players' dilemma is saying, nah, I'm just not.
Well, it becomes a dilemma for the players when it's being when somebody's allowing you to keep going back out there, and now you got to tackle number 99 coming down the lane, and you're like, man, I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Yeah. Yeah.
you put
The dilemma I would say is because they saying, well, shoot, man, when I was a freshman, sophomore, like you was letting the seniors and they played, and I knew I probably was better than them. So guess what? Now I'm a senior. Can't let them boys play before me. I don't care how much I mess up.
Well, I don't think life. I mean, I think they smart enough to know that life don't work like that.
But they like, man, this is how it's been for the last 5 years. Now,
Bubba came here and took somebody's position, didn't he?
no, Bubba had to sit behind.
What's up behind? We played all three of them, remember?
Bubba sat behind Jaquan and Red Wine.
No. Bubba came in. Bubba only been here.
Bubba been here 3 years.
Right, and he came in.
He couldn't play. Remember, he couldn't play the first year. No, he couldn't play the first. He couldn't play the first couple of games.
It was Hall, Knowles, and Carter. Still got safety.
Bubba was on the bench.
Yeah, when he came in. Cause that FSU.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It was Hall, Carter. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, then he got hurt.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if the bar isn't set, dog, sometimes in life you gotta have your foot on people's neck, fool. Especially kids. You gotta have your foot on their neck and you gotta hold them to a standard. Because it's your brand. They coming through, they putting on your brand and they walking out the door. So while they here, you gotta hold them to a standard. And if you don't hold them to that standard, now they can make a mockery of it. You know what I'm saying? So now you got them out there and they like, well, if I whiff on a couple tackles, I make it through this game. Dang, coach ain't say nothing. Or maybe he did say something, but he put us back out here. We back out here again. You know what I'm saying? Now you're saying Diaz saying things are gonna change.
Yeah, I mean, but you can see it. You can see it. Like he's starting to play a lot of younger guys, not just true freshmen, but a lot of redshirt sophomores. However it is, freshmen for 2 years. Keyshawn Smith. You see Romello out there. Defense, you see LT getting in there. And me and Twan talked about it. It's crazy that LT instantly becomes probably our best defensive lineman.
Does he look that good out there? I really focus on.
Man, it's hard for them people to block LT. It's hard for them to block LT. So now I'm starting to think like.
I think that just happened overnight.
No, it didn't happen overnight. But no, I'm trying to think.
We saw it. We saw it in practice.
We knew it.
Yeah.
We knew it. But I'm just trying to think exactly what was the game plan for LT. Like, what are you saying? Like he wasn't ready. If he's doing what he's doing.
Sometimes I don't know, but sometimes it's personal. Sam Brooks appears to be the best linebacker. He appears to be able to make plays within whatever we running, and he doesn't get on there. He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't have the slightest clue about what's going on with that. Coach Packy said though he has to trust himself. I don't even know what the hell that means.
You know, the first thing thought came to my mind when I heard him say that. Man, we don't trust you.
Yeah, like you the one we don't trust. Like how you gonna say
you gotta learn to trust that Packy? Like, I got an issue with you. Like we don't trust you.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. That was
you and your crop of backers. What y'all got going on? I understand being loyal to Sneed. I understand that. I do. Because dog, listen, man, give him a shot.
Steve isn't not he's not looking bad. It's just that we know he's a step slower than we normally seen him coming from out of high school. He's a step slower.
Does that mean it's gone, or does that mean it can come back?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be gone. I don't want to say it's gone, but you can see it. Like he'll be there, but he just won't be there at the exact right time.
This is also what I think. Also, okay. So I'm gonna get this to the. And no, first of all, let me know in the comment section below. Am I making sense about holding the standard? Holding them to a standard and the dilemma that the players have once they're giving the freedom to be out there, and it appears they're not putting forth the same effort. We've seen Corey Couch on blitzes take the quarterback head off. I ain't forgot this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Bubba Bolden with blood coming out his head talking about let's go, the only one want to play at Clemson. Like, let me know in the comment section below. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Is it making sense? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when Jaquan and Redwine became seniors, did they get worse, or did they say, all right, we're just going to float through the season, or did they say, man, I'm finna go get more all, because guess what? I'm trying to get drafted.
Who's their coach?
Well, Diaz was probably still the defensive coordinator. I think.
So I think you got to be cognizant of timing and things ever so changing. I think agents are closer to the programs now.
Well, we at UM agents always been close to the program.
Well, if they were standing in the parking lot right now, I think they're in a couple of your classrooms.
Agents at UM, that's been UM bench problem.
Okay, it's a free fall now. It's a free fall. So we know players leave early because of what agents tell them. That's why they leave early.
Yeah.
So if your agent is saying, "Oh man, you go $50,000 or whatever," though you just got to make it through this season, and we rich. And I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm guessing. How much pressure is that on you? You finna go hit 99 from Virginia?
He said
for free.
He said you gotta make it through the season
for free.
So what happens if you out there and you looking like shit?
Man, my agent said I'm straight. He put Jay Jackson in on third round. He got Tate Tolliver in third round. No, man, in the league no more. He say I'm good. It's all who you know. It ain't. It's who you know. It ain't what you know. That's the type of stuff agents tell kids. Who you gonna believe? Man, but they say, dog. They say, look at the people last year, man. They say, man, them dudes ain't do what they had to do, man.
So you bank your career on the agent, or you gonna make your career on yourself?
You did what you had to do. You had blood coming out your head at Clemson. You did your part. You did your part. Dog, I love Bubba Bolden to death, fool.
Yeah,
I love Bubba Bolden to death. But you're just not gonna tell me that North Carolina has Gale Sayers at running back, and he could put his foot in the dirt and just run past Hall and Bubba, dog, like that. When Hayes was trying to show me that technically, like what the defense is supposed to do, and this is why he think Bubba not trusting, I get what he's saying. But I say, you trying to tell me North Carolina got Reggie Bush? Cause all I'm worried about is that last move when he put his foot in the dirt and he ran past both of them. He got Reggie Bush at running back, dog.
Nah.
He's not Reggie Bush.
And the crazy thing is that game, our defense didn't play extremely bad. It's just that, like T-Rob said in the presser one day, he said, man, we just got to stop giving up the big plays. They give up too many big plays. The big plays is what's killing the defense.
I don't even know what that means when they say that, though.
I mean,
big plays usually mean that something went wrong in the communication, right?
Yeah.
Like something.
Got to stop giving up the big plays. Like if you're going to let a team go down there and drive a 15-yard play, 80-yard drive, you might can live with that instead of a 6-yard play, 80-yard drive. You like, well, damn, they only scored in 6 plays. That means we did a whole lot of wrong.
Man, that 11 caught that pass across the middle, fool. Like, that was like open seat. It's like ran straight through the middle of the defense, though.
I don't know, man. That one play, Gervin Hall ended up hitting his own player, the linebacker, and I was like, come on.
I saw that live when it happened.
Like, what was that? Like, you can't put that on no coach. That ain't no coach teaching right there. There ain't no coach teaching you nothing like that.
I think it's all on them, bro. It's all on them. Either they it's all on them, bro. I mean, look at it like electronic football, man. I mean, they put them in place. They put them in position. I just think it's all on them. Like, what did Flores say? Flores said he ain't playing well enough. He ain't coaching well enough. He ain't studying hard enough. That's what the Dolphin coach said.
Yeah, well, our coach ain't saying nothing like that.
No, he's saying our kids from the hood ain't good enough. People saying they're dumb.
Nah,
they don't work hard.
Our coach ain't saying nothing like that. Our coach saying, well, we gotta trust on our training.
The answer's recruiting.
We gotta trust on our training. We gotta depend on our training. We gotta get another recruiting class. Like, what the hell does that mean?
The answer is recruiting. The answer is not recruiting, dog. Let me go on the record and say this. Yeah, I don't care who we recruit this year. How about that? I don't care. Maybe we can recruit to our system.
He has been at U1 for 6 years. I don't want to hear about recruiting. You been here 6 years, you recruited them guys. So if you ain't trusting them, it's on you.
I don't care. I don't care who we get. Najee Kelly going out to Oregon. What?
This weekend.
He said he's going up to Oregon. Let's just pray to God that Cristobal on his way down here and he's sabotaging the thing.
And the other 2 big D tackles, D linemen, Shamar Stewart and Anthony Lucas. And the crazy thing is, man, we still right there for all these guys. It's just, God damn it, we can't win the game. Like,
I mean, if it makes y'all feel good to win the recruiting war, then I guess, I don't know. I just don't care no more.
Man, you want players on your team that you know could probably come in and help the team. That's it. That's the only good thing about recruiting. But it's what it is. Because you don't want a bunch of bums on your team.
After we seeing them recruiting stats, I don't even care no more. I don't. We've out-recruited everybody in the Coastal for 15 years. North Carolina starts getting close to us and start kicking our teeth in. They close. They lead us, dog. They lead us in our battle one-on-one. North Carolina leads us, and Virginia Tech leads us. You believe that? We have been out recruiting the Coastal for 15 years. There's nothing you can say to that. What you gonna say to that? Well, we ain't been getting no good linemen. Oh yeah, cause Virginia Tech get all of them.
Nah, we just ain't winning the game. That's it. It's simple. You gotta win games. The only thing that matters is winning games. Nothing else matter.
Man, I saw Shaquille Quarterman this weekend, man. He's an animal. He was a koala bear on his way on the way out the door here. Fool, he was a baby cub or something.
Perryman out there leading the NFL in tackles.
The week before, Perryman was killing Gaskins. Then the next week, Shaquille was killing Gaskins. Yeah, I don't really too much care about recruiting. Hey man, listen, y'all make sure y'all like, share, hit the comment section. And members, go to the community section. That's where all the member love at. We put up a picture the other day of Cristobal, and y'all got all confused with what the picture was about in the member section, man. Yeah, we thinking he may be. We'll talk about that when we come back. We thinking he may be on in line, and we may be really after Cristobal. Click like, share. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll be right back. This thing is fire, man. Check it out. But you can only get it. You can only get it from liquorsplit.com. Check the link in the description, man. Edge Energy drink, you know. All right, so we put up a picture in the member section the other day. Shout out to the members, man. We just appreciate y'all supporting us. Picture of Mario Cristobal with a little target on it. Some of y'all was confused, and they be getting so detailed with their questions, dog. They be like, "What does mean? He got fired? He got hired?" No, man. We got word that Miami is pursuing Mario Cristobal. We believe that they're pursuing Mario Cristobal, seriously pursuing Mario Cristobal.
Yeah.
Talk to Luke. Luke said that the buyout is a lot higher for Miami. I don't know how true it is. For Cristobal to come to Miami, the buyout is a lot higher. That's what Luke said.
Yeah, somebody did point that out to me, that and it's only for Miami.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how possible that is, but
A contract is a contract. Yeah, a contract is a contract.
Yeah, but it could be where it says you can probably your buyout to be cheaper at any school but here.
Yeah.
And that's what they said the dude from Nike did. Like, make sure it's harder. Make sure it's gonna be harder for him to leave to go back to Miami.
I heard. Yeah, we heard a couple of weeks back that his family wanted to come back home.
Yeah, wife wanted to come back home.
I look at it like this, and we'll get into you and how you feel about it. When you invested in the stock market, right? You buy things low, and then once they get high, you sell them once they high. If you continuously letting it go high, nothing travels straight up in the market. Everything travels up and down. If you continuously let it go high, the bubble gonna bust, then it's gonna start coming backwards. Cristobal has to get out of Oregon while his value is
high.
It's high. Or he has to win a national championship, or he has to play for one, something of that nature, right? You gotta keep raising the ball. He got a loss to Stanford. He got a almost lost to Cal.
And he come back and play UCLA this week. So
right.
That's not a given.
Right. So I always remember when Charlie Strong had Teddy Bridgewater and Louisville was rolling. And Charlie Strong got up out of there and went to Texas and cashed in, right? Got face kicked in Texas. then he went where he went?
Came with DC or something.
Went to Texas, got called a knuckle a couple of times and got kicked up out of there. Then he went well. No, he ended up at USF or UCF, one of them, right? He came here, didn't he? Florida, didn't he?
Was it Central Florida? No, South Florida.
South Florida, yeah. And then he did okay, and then right now he's a linebacker coach at the Jaguars. Got Shaquille Quarterman eating people's head, but he cashed in at the top. He knew he was going in uncharted waters in Texas. You know what I'm saying? He was following Mac Brown.
Like
was he following Mac Brown?
No.
Or was somebody before Mac Brown?
Somebody before. Was it Tom Herman? Or no, he probably was. He's probably after Mac Brown.
Was he?
Mac Brown, yeah.
But he cashed in. So I think if you look at it that way, Cristobal is at that point where he's hot. And if the bubble busts, if you don't win that championship, or you don't go play for one, or you don't get close, have they been in the playoffs?
Oregon?
Yeah.
Not with him.
Right. So if you don't keep going up, then the bubble could bust. So right now he could write his check anywhere, and it's just like, why not come home? And that's why I think the possibility lies. And because a lot of people look at it and say, man, that's Oregon. They got all this land. They building all this stuff.
They just agreed to build a new a football facility.
Did they?
Yes, they just did that Tuesday.
Like Clemson?
Basically saying, nah, he ain't going nowhere.
Listen, man, I'm in the media, dog. Listen, you're in the media now, but I don't think you pay attention like that. People play these media games, dog. The game is played out right in the media. We hear Cristobal might be looking to go somewhere else. Well, let's put this out there.
Yeah.
We've been had plans to do it, but you drop it at the right time. You drop the news at the right time. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, well, once the USC news came out when they fired their coach, that became the immediately plan was, well, yeah, Mario Cristobal can leave Oregon and go to USC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about him leaving Oregon to come to UM until Oh, well, Miami's doing bad. Diaz is on the hot seat now.
Right.
Uh-oh. He could leave Oregon and go to UM.
Right.
So, yeah, the media is basically, they playing that little game where, they going to get.
Yeah, no, Oregon from no, or sometimes the company, sometimes the company plays with the media, like they play that game, with the media, sort of like kind of what Miami doing right now too, coming out saying they got $100 million for athletics, cause I think they know they finna be in the hunt for a coach.
Yeah.
How you feel about Cristobal? Cristobal is no specialist, right? He's a defensive guy, offensive guy. He's not really. He's just a head coach, right? How you feel about Cristobal?
I think he's a good coach. I mean, I don't know if he's that coach that could get us back to where we should be, but he's a good coach. One, he could recruit. He's a motivator. Understands the culture here at Miami. Like I said, it was weeks ago when I think they was playing Ohio State or somebody, and they threw a flag, and I think it's like 6 or maybe 8 plays afterwards, he's still chewing the refs out. He's still going at the refs. And I was like, man, we ain't had a coach like that in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, them the type of coaches you want, you'll fight for as a player. You know what I'm saying? Because he out there fighting for you. So you're like, man, all right, well, if coach is going to do it, I'm going to do it too. You know what I'm saying? So,
who was like that? Al Golden?
hell no. Like,
who was like that?
Bush Davis. Mark Rick did it a little bit, but it wasn't like to the extreme, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then Mark Rick ain't that type of, you know what I'm saying? We know Mark Rick to be the pastor, the deacon, you know what I'm saying? So he fussing at you, like, oh,
God don't like ugly now.
Yeah.
Keep making them calls. We're gonna deal with that on Sundays.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But but that's how I go with that. But I don't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem if he comes because I know he knows how to get it in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So my issue will be, my whole issue with you and hiring the next coach is always, you bring a coach in, and if he's successful, he leaves. That's a problem with UM. They figuring if you bring a coach in, he can become successful, they leave.
Mm-hmm. That's been like that in the past.
Which is why we always hire the coaches we hire.
You think that's why?
Cause guess what? When we hire Mark Rick ain't trying to leave and go to the NFL. Mark Rick is gonna say, "Oh, this is it for me after here."
Mark Rick was trying to leave to go to Key West. He wasn't.
You hire Randy Shannon. Yeah. Randy Shannon probably gonna stay here because that's his alma mater. So if he's successful, he'll stay.
So why fire him?
I mean, that Randy Shannon situation was kind of.
I think Mark Cristobal stayed.
Yeah, and because there's been rumors that Bama could go after him, and we know Bama will cut the check.
Oh no, you think everybody wants to fill those shoes? I don't know if everybody wants to. It ain't about money, dog. You about to walk into. Well, whoever they get to follow in them footsteps, boy.
Yeah, there's gonna be some big footsteps to follow. Yeah.
With you, they gonna have to get Belichick. I don't know who gonna follow in them footsteps, dog. Who followed in Jimmy Johnson's footsteps?
From Dallas or UM?
UM.
It was Dennis Erickson, and he won 2 though.
And then after Dennis Erickson, it was Butch.
Then Butch came. Then Larry Coker won.
And Jimmy Johnson followed Snellenberger, but I don't think we knew what had happened with Snellenberger. I don't think we had really recognized it yet.
I mean, you watch the 30 for 30, the players say when Jimmy came in, they were like, man, who the hell is this guy? But then he immediately had an impact.
Yeah.
When Dennis came in, they like, man, look, you handle your offense, and we got the defense. Like, leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? The Bush came back, had to restore it.
Randy was the defensive coordinator he started with who?
Randy was the defensive coordinator for Larry Coker when Greg Schiano left.
Randy was Larry Coker's defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Who was Bush Davis' defensive coordinator?
Greg Schiano.
And Randy was under him.
Yeah.
What was Randy before the defensive coordinator?
Linebacker coach.
Why did T add that? We had some great
linebackers
come about.
Yeah. Well, we had some bad ones.
Yeah, him. Packett.
Nate Webster, man.
Randy.
No way, Randy and Packy, no way. One coach knows something. The other guy, I don't know what he knows. I take Randy at linebacker coach, man. Did you see the list that Luke put out for the coaches? Like,
that was his defense, right?
no, that was the whole.
No, he didn't do the offense though. He did.
Oh, okay.
You didn't like that list? It was like a dream list.
Man,
Man,
Warren
what?
Sapp is not coaching no damn college.
You saw what he said?
Who, Warren?
Oh well, no, well, I don't know if Warren want to coach, but you saw what he said about Warren Sapp. When somebody said, "I don't want Warren Sapp coaching," and Luke was like, "Cause you ain't never seen him coach." But I have. You didn't see that?
Man, Warren Sapp don't want to coach, man.
Huh?
If he wanted to coach, then yeah, but Warren Sapp definitely don't want to coach.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Man, it's a lot coaching college. It ain't just no 6 months.
So why does he keep showing up on college campuses?
He having fun, enjoying life.
At Ole Miss?
Yeah. What?
I think they may be pulling for.
Man, when Deion Sanders they said Deion Sanders finna put this coaching staff together, they immediately add Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp like, huh? Coaching? What?
He said, not at Jackson State. That's different.
But still coaching. Then you coaching with Deion, so it's like, okay.
You don't think Warren Sapp will come down here with Lane Kiffin and coach for a year?
Nah.
With Ray Reed with the defensive coordinator?
Warren Sapp ain't trying to go on the road, go on recruiting. He ain't trying to do all that.
Okay, let's debunk this. He doesn't have to. I'm realizing that. I don't think all our coaches go on the road to recruit. I don't. I don't. Who do you see out there recruiting these kids?
The coach is allowed to go on the road again.
Okay, but who do you see out here recruiting these kids? Who do all the kids say who their recruiter is?
But them, because they're the recruiting part. Them the guys who contacted them first. The coach is going on the road though.
I don't think all our coaches. I ain't gonna say no names, but I don't think all our coaches get out there in the fray and
They
recruit
have to.
like that.
No, they get out on the road. Like, but okay, so I don't know if Cooney is the head of recruiting. I don't know if Cooney's allowed to travel like that. Mm-hmm. But when they come on campus, it's Cooney's job.
So when DVD has a relationship with all these kids, is he passing them to somebody? Like they say he passed Cam to Packy. I mean, he passed Cam to Banda, right? And Banda gets credit for it.
Yeah.
I don't think all our coaches, and I think our coaching staff knows that. I think some of them dudes take a lot of responsibility, and they get out in front. We
know DVD is like him and T-Rob and Cooney are the best recruiters. You know what I'm saying? But they got to go on the road still. Like Packy going out to Texas to go watch the linebacker that we got committed.
Why?
Because that's his position.
Oh. Okay. So Packy's a linebacker coach. You figured that out?
Nah, I still don't know.
Listen, man. This we talked about. Have you ever seen two senior wide receivers come back before the season started and not start? And we kept asking that. And real fast, we realized that they wasn't going to start. Talking about Pope and Wiggins. Mid-season, it's been announced that they both are just taking classes at
not
Miami.
Not on the
even
active roster. Yeah, not on the active roster anymore. Pope and Wiggins.
Before you start, in the comment section below, explain to us how does that happen? How does a guy who won 2 games last year for us, right? Say Pope won 2 games. We've seen Wiggins catch big passes in big games.
On FSU.
How, in the comment section, just let us, how does it happen that these guys come back for another year, supposed to be bigger, faster, stronger, better, and they no longer on the team? They didn't rob nobody. They didn't get caught smoking weed or none of that. The game disintegrated. They just ain't no longer on the team. Let us know in the comment section below. How does that happen? Like how does that happen? Because we was thinking that, dang, we never heard no seniors come back and not start. Like and Miami came to show us we got one worse for you, huh? We got 2.
We
gonna go lower. We're gonna take it lower.
We got two of them that.
How does that happen, dog?
It happens when you got a group of younger guys who are more hungrier, who's showing more, and it happens when you're giving the opportunity and you're still, squandering it, where you're dropping passes or missing blocks or missing assignments, and the coach gets fed up and say, well, you know what? Oh, that guy not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot easier to do at receiver because there's so many receivers you can have on the field together. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, y'all not going to do this? No problem. Hey, put them in.
Do you see Redding on the field?
He gets on the field. They just don't throw the ball up to him. Like, him and Romello get on the field a lot, man. They just not throwing the ball this way.
So you got Jeremiah Payton,
Transfer.
Worsham, Redding,
Keyshawn Smith, you want to name him?
he's a starter.
Oh, okay.
Then your two lead guys, Pope and Wiggins, are no longer on the team. I just named like 6 dudes, dog. Do all the 4 stars come here and just forget how to play? Huh?
Nah.
Will Smith hiding in the locker room somewhere with the spray, like, and they forget how to play?
Nah, I mean, then with Pope and Wiggins, they've had, 3 different receiver coaches? 3, right? I think.
Yeah, a couple offensive coordinators, different receiver coaches.
No, 2. They had 2. Root Dugans and Lashley, right?
Likely.
Dugans and Likens. So 2 different receiver coaches.
But I just named 6 dudes. Maybe I'm just off my top of my head.
Man, I like Pope and Wiggins, man. And the fan base is real hard on them. But the one thing I would say is when you're giving the opportunity, you can't mess it up. They've been giving the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They drop passes, wide open passes, or dropping passes in games. You know what I'm saying? It's different from dropping passes in practice, but you catching it in the game.
They told us Jeremiah Payton might be one of the best wide receivers they ever saw.
And he couldn't get in the game. So, I don't know. I don't even know what happened with that situation, man, because I thought he was going to be phenomenal when he got here. But
Cager left here, went to the league. KJ Osborne came over here from Buffalo.
went to the league. Now
Rambo comes over here. He's our number 1.
I told you he's going to be our number 1.
So what's happening? What's happening here? Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? KJ Osborne comes here, he's our number 1. Rambo comes here, he's our number 1.
I don't know, man. Somebody posted it, and I laughed and joked. I said, man, they ain't got nothing to do with it. Somebody posted, man, maybe the 7-on-7 circuit has softened up our players. And then I immediately thought about the receivers, and I was like, hey, might be on to something right there. But then I like, nah, because then
they're playing 7-on-7 cross.
like, yeah, they playing 7-on-7 everywhere. So it's,
Travis Hunter's a 7-on-7 guard.
yeah, so I'm like, nah, it can't. It got nothing to do with it. But I don't know.
Everybody want to tap dance. Everybody tap dance, and that like the one constant thing is Coral Gables. Everybody want to act like that's the one. The common denominator is they come to Coral Gables. It's the common denominator. You gonna argue that? You can't argue that. I was trying to figure out why did KJ Osborne come here? Like, what did he see? Like, how did he come here thinking that he was gonna get on the field? Was my thought process.
I mean, your chance of going to the NFL is dramatically increased a lot.
You gotta get on the field first.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's saying, oh, I can do that. Their receivers ain't like that. Let me go over there. Cause like I tell you, I see it.
Think about what you're saying,
It
dog.
don't matter how much stars you got in high school. Once you get in college, them stars don't mean jack shit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When KJ Osborne was coming here from Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Somebody I know said, "I want no receiver from Buffalo." Bueller. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Who said that?
I don't know who said that.
Oh, shit. You remember that? Man, you went off.
I said I don't want no receiver from
You
Buffalo.
went off. Like, why are we getting a receiver from Buffalo?
No, I ain't saying about KJ Osborne.
Gotta find that one.
Yeah, you gotta dig that up.
You don't remember that?
No, not about KJ.
But I'm only bringing that up because that was the sentiment. Like, why would a receiver from Buffalo come here and think he's gonna play over Hightower? Who all was here? Hightower. It was people here. Pope that was on the Pope that was young.
Receiver who left
Cajun,
Georgia,
Hightower.
Georgia Tech.
Cajun,
Marcus
Hightower.
Enzar, or something like that. Yeah, we had some receivers that we thought was gonna be.
Pope, Wiggins, and was young kids.
Stubblefield was the other receiver coach.
Jeff Thomas, Mike Harley, they all was here. And it was like, what is he coming here? He came here and became my #1 wide receiver, though.
But we know why he became my #1. We know because we went to practice and we say he outworking everybody, like literally. It wasn't that he was just naturally better than them. He just outworked everybody. Everybody at the end of the practice goes in the locker room. He's out there catching passes still, running routes, getting into tune with the quarterbacks. The other guys go straight to the locker room.
Tyrese Stevens can't get on the field as a cornerback at Georgia. They want to play him at linebacker. Transfers here. Our best cornerback. Should I keep doing this, or should I keep doing this?
Yeah,
Should I keep doing? Talk to the camera.
Keep going.
Should we keep going?
Keep going.
It's only one common denominator. The bar has to be higher, bro.
I mean, we know it's a culture thing. It's the coaching. But at one point, man, you got to be a player and say, man, when I'm on the field, I got to do something. You got players that's not doing anything. So no matter how much you're coaching them, they not doing nothing.
We seen Corey Couch make plays before.
Yeah. I mean,
We seen Bubba Bogan make plays before. Like, the bar has to be higher, man. That's the best way I could put it, dog. The bar has to be higher. Accountability, it has to be accountability. That's the best way I could put it. You can talk that raw. That's raw you talking when you say, as an individual player, it come down to you. You got to make plays. Tracy Howard was #1 cornerback in the nation. Came here, said he hate losing. After a year or two, he was partying after losses. He was the #1 quarterback in the nation.
That's on him. It's on him too. You got to be. Nah, I'm not finna party, man. Let me go ahead because I'm my future.
Tracy Howard mom used to tell me all he do is watch film.
My future. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not doing the job, make sure I do mine. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's my future. They're not gonna draft me because they looking at him.
Well, you got a coach that's got you bailing out every play, #1 quarterback in the nation, and then your players don't care about losing. When Tracy was here, I guess it takes a toll on anybody.
It does. But you still got to be that guy to say, nah, man.
So like I said, take a snapshot at the freshmen and how they play and what they look like. They always come in with fire. They always come in, you know what I'm saying, ready to go. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, man. Hit the like button and comment for us, man.
Go take 3!